My name is Marie Besinga. I'm from Southern California. I'm 46 years old, and I'm a physical therapist.
My name is John Besinga. I'm a marketing director with World Financial Group.
Thinking into result has helped me in a lot of ways because it increased my awareness in a lot of things. With thinking into results, it just brings you to, oh, you're not there yet. There's a lot of things more to achieve.
Thinking into results helped me in my mindset, basically, my attitude toward things, the belief that I have for myself and my self-image.
It's kind of like chaotic in a way because I'm doing a lot of things. I'm a physical therapist and then I own a residential care facility for the elderly. I don't have really a direction. Thinking into results helped me decide on what I really want, what my goal is, what do I really want to pursue in life. I think that's the best thing that this program has helped me.
Kind of same thing for me, with my goal setting. That's the thing that, I wasn't really focused on before. Basically goal setting and then achieving the goals that you want. And basically setting goals that are basically fantasy for me. Because before I used to set goals that I can achieve, but now I'm trying to set goals that are, kind of like a fantasy for me. Something that, it's hard to achieve. That's something that I want.
It increased my awareness about myself. It improved my self-confidence, my self-image, changes everything in my perspective. So I think those are the things that changed me with this program.
Me too. It's the self-confidence, it's the belief, things that, I wasn't thinking that I can do before. Has changed my self-image because before I used to focus on my current results and now I don't focus on that anymore. I focus on what I want.
I think it's accountability.
Yes.
Because we're in the same program, I think what really helped us is that when somebody is not on the right track, we just kind of like correct, kind of like not correct, but remind the other person. I remind him, and he reminds me that TIR, thinking into results, that we need to make a decision and we have to be in the same page.
Yeah, and also, when we have adversities in life, we always go back to the lessons that we learn in thinking the results. It could be from, we need to set the right goals for our, for the next 10 years, right? Or it's, sometimes it's the thinking into results, right? Or sometimes it's the, what lesson is that? Power of praxis, aligning your belief with behavior. So we always go back. It's kind of like, it built like a foundation for us when we have adversities that's going on in our family's life.
Just reminding each other about the mental faculties that we need to focus on instead of the different sensory factors that is all over in this world, trying to tell you to react instead of responding. So I guess that's one of the things that really helped us too.
So it helped a lot because, when I started a program thinking into results, I started attracting the right people in my business. Before, because my thoughts was like, I'm not good enough. I think I'm not the right leader for my team. But after changing my thoughts about that, adding self-belief in myself, changing my self-image, I think the results actually really flourish. Because right now I'm attracting the right people. I'm not attracting the right people in my business as well.
I think it's the same way. Like thinking of what you want, what kind of people you want to attract. I think that's because I also help him in our business, in our World Financial Group business, and I think that really helped us attract a lot of good people and even talk to them and interact with them in a way that we're keeping in mind our the right perspective and everything, and I think that's great. With my son, it's amazing because my son is he's 21 years old and he's going for aerospace engineering in Cal State Long Beach. And what I really, because I'm sharing it with him, whatever I learn here, I'm sharing it with him, and he always tells me. One time he was in the airplane and he was telling me about he wants to have a window seat, and he didn't get a window seat. He was in the middle of the airplane, and he said, and he was thinking like, I want a window seat. And then finally at the end he got the window seat, and he just called me and texted me, Mom, thinking into results. Like he was thinking that whatever you, even in school, he was whatever he was telling me about it, that like whatever he thinks, it happens, or whatever he visualizes, it happens.
Yes, also, we have a son who's 4 years, turning 4 by January. And, what I can teach him right now is just by setting good examples for him. Because I remember when you told me this paragraph before, what you can't fix, your kids can will inherit. So basically, I just want to set, the right examples for my kids. I think for me, it's the attitude. That's the magic word, right? The attitude. Because, in everything that you do in life, it's all about your attitude. It's all about how you look, how you see things. Because whatever you, attitude, whatever you think is going to be your feelings. Whatever you're feeling is going to be your action, and that determines your attitude. I think for me, that's my the best lesson that I learned from TIR.
I think it's the same, the attitude. Like it's whatever we how do we respond to certain situations or adversities in life, or if we are setting the right goals and something is just there and trying to block whatever we want to achieve, then the right attitude will just come in, and we're gonna be able to trample that terror barrier. Every lesson that we learned in every week that we were in the program, I think is vital. And earlier you were saying what's important, and I think everything is important. Every part of it is important.
Yes, as you know, in our business, there's a lot of ups and downs. And before, we used to focus a lot on the downs. So let's say we got, a chargeback, or let's say we have a team member that quits. We always focus on that. But since after thinking the results, now we focus on what we can do, right, to move forward. So that really helped a lot in our business. And moving forward, with our goals, with our business, we're on track to hitting that goals that we want for our business as well.
And I think it also kind of, in a way, with our associates, what happened is that we also infected them of how we our attitude. I think it's the same way. Like we share with them whatever we're learning from the program.
Yes.
I think that's the biggest thing.
When I first started the program, I used to vape, right? So personally, that's one of the biggest achievement that I've done when I started the program. I think it was the first month when I started the program. And I used to vape a lot. I used to vape for 4 years, and I've been trying to quit, and then it never really worked. So with this program, it helped me a lot to basically make a decision on quitting the vaping. And instead of thinking about quitting it, I changed my thoughts to being grateful. Not grateful, by saying the words, I'm so happy and grateful now that I'm in the best shape of my life. I breathe deeply. I exercise on a daily basis. So that helped out a lot when it comes to quitting my vaping.
It's difficult to know what your paradigm is until you really dig into yourself, become aware of it. I think that thing makes you think every day. If you go on lessons every day, I think that really helps you see, this is the thing that I need to change. This is the thinking that I need to have so that the results will change.
Yeah.
And another thing that I really been going back and forth is that lesson 2 and lesson 3 about the paradigm.
Yes, knowing and doing gap. That's huge, right? Especially in our business, because in our business they train us a lot. A lot of people get trained, but the problem is they're just, educated. But the problem on that one is the doing, the gap between the knowing and doing gap, right? So if we were able to just cut the gap and start doing, then the results are going to be a lot different.
I think the gap is the wrong thinking or the paradigm that you have. So you have to really dig into yourself, become more aware of yourself, and I think that's gonna lead you to the doing.
Yes. I think it's not. It doesn't make sense for you not to do this. Let me rephrase that. I think you should do this program because it's going to add value to you. It changed my mindset a lot. It changed how I look at things. It changed my attitude. So I think this program is really worth it to all the people that I know. That's why I keep referring people to you as well.
I think it will increase value and awareness to one person. One thing that really amazed me is that when people see our growth, I think that's the thing that I think that's the measure of how will people value this program. Because if they knew what we were doing, then they will say, "What are you doing? How come you have a big change in your growth?" Or so one of our associates just decided to do it because he saw the growth in our business and he saw the growth in us. So I guess that's the selling point, or that's how we can share thinking into results to other people.
He's amazing, man. His teaching is just out of this world. I think it all makes sense. And I've listened to some of the people who are talking about, self-development and all that stuff. And most of them actually, I think they got it from Bob, or I think they got it from the book Think and Grow Rich. But the way Bob explains things makes more sense for me. Yeah.
I always think that when I read books or listen to any podcast about self-development, I always think about Bob Proctor, even though the speaker is different, because it's the same thing. But I like the way Bob is explaining everything and sharing the information. And this program really is like a concise way of, if you're gonna read the Think and Grow Rich, I think this is a concise way of learning and developing yourself.
Yeah, and he's been doing this he's what, 84? He's 84.
60 years. He said that he's been reading the Think and Grow Rich for 60-something years.
So I think he's the best person to listen to.
Yes.
When it comes to, teachings. Our life is awesome. Our life is 100% amazing.
Yes. Our life is awesome.
And it's just the beginning.
Exactly.